Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to First National Bank of River Falls Field in River Falls, Wisconsin. It's been too long. Hello again, everybody, and welcome. I'm Kevin Westhouse. Hey, thanks for joining us here tonight. How good does it feel to call a baseball game here in 2020? 2020's laid us a lot of rotten eggs, but hey, we're making some scrambled eggs tonight here at First National Bank at River Falls Field. Fighting Fish are taking on the Anoka Bucs in what is a glorious evening, 86 fun-loving degrees, nary a breeze, a few lofty clouds in the sky. It's summertime here in River Falls. It's baseball time, and we're glad to have you along. Man, oh man, oh man. I just came off the golf course, 6 hours of golf. It was a backed-up fundraiser for the River Falls Wrestling Club. Kevin Black gave a little inspirational speech before that, and it's always good to be playing golf for the kids. So came on here hot, and literally hot. Got some sweat dripping, but it's a beautiful summer day. No complaints, and we're going to call some fish baseball. Wow. It just got a good ring to it, doesn't it? Nice crowd trickling in tonight. Everybody's using some safe distancing practices. And Rob Derry's on board, and baseball's back, and we're glad to have you. Feels good. Got a fresh set of score sheets, some new pens. Cameras are average up here in the booth. Glorified radio from the ballpark, but you get what you get, and hey, why not? Greg Peters on the PA tonight. I'll give you starting lineups in just a jiffy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here's
welcome
your
to First National
public
Bank
address
of
announcer,
River
Gregory
Falls
Eugene
Field for tonight's
Peters.
2020 season opener against the Anoka Bucs.
A smattering of applause. I think it might give you the starting lineups.
As many of you can see, our field received a facelift this past fall with the installation of brand new turf. Challenger League All-Star Matt Rudisil will be the first official at-bat on the new field. Matt is joined by his mom, Linda Rudisil. Matt's favorite part of hitting is running the bases. Whenever you're ready, Coach Bishop and Linda and Matt.
Here we go. Nice long-time Fish fan. Matt Rudisil. Look at him. Makes his way to the home plate area. Get a little choked up for that. We'll give you this view right here. There you go.
That's a shot in the center field.
On down to first he goes. Priceless right there. Take it two.
All the way to the wall, they're having problems. Matt's rounding second base. There's an overthrow to third. They're sending him. They're sending him home.
Wave him in.
He's got to hustle. He's got to hustle.
Play at the plate.
If there's going to be a play at the plate, and he is safe. Safe at the plate. Matt Rudisil with an inside the park home run.
There you go. First homer on the new field. How cool is that?
Good job, Matt and Linda.
Congratulated by the
Ladies and
Fighting
gentlemen.
Fish.
Hold up 1 second. I'm rusty. At this time, will you please stand, remove your hats, and honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Well, good evening again, everybody, and welcome to First National Bank of River Falls Field in River Falls, Wisconsin. It's non-conference town ball action. The Fighting Fish are taking on the Anoka Bucs. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Kevin Westhouse. Glad you could join us tonight. Phone a friend, pass this on to a neighbor. Hey, put it on the big screen TV. There hasn't been any live sports on for a long time, and tonight's your chance.
And receive a coupon for free cookie or ice cream cone courtesy of Mimi's Creamery and Cookies.
I'll give you the starting lineups for your Fighting Fish as they get ready to take the field. Be leading off for the Fighting Fish and playing third base, stable Brian Giebel. Playing shortstop and batting second, Trey Larson. Ty Denzer will be out in right field tonight and bat third. Lucas Ludke will play second base and bat in the cleanup spot. Mitchell Fireeisen will play center field and bat fifth. Joel Schaefer will knock the dust off one more year. He'll be in the DH role tonight. And it's age before beauty. And Josh Idem is out in left field tonight and batting seventh. Trevor Gutting will do the catching tonight, and Joey Davis will be at first base. Weston Lombard will get the rock tonight for the Fighting Fish, and he'll be on the mound. West Lombard throwing to his battery mate, Mr. Trevor Gutting. For the Anoka Bucs, it'll be Carter Shell leading off and playing center field. J.D. Wells batting second and playing second base. Trent Fredenberg batting third and playing shortstop. Billy Herdzina will play third base and bat in the cleanup hole. Logan Piero will play first base and bat fifth. Casey Van Kervellen will play left field and bat sixth. Garrett Huffman will catch and bat seventh. Josh Barker will play right and bat eighth. Your DH should be Charlie Buffy, and he'll DH for the pitcher, Dalton Hoffman. Again, Shell, Wells, Friedenberg, Herdzina, Piero, Vankervellen, Hoffman, Barker, and Buffy with Hoffman on the bump. The big lefty, Weston Lombard, trying to shut him down for the Fighting Fish. Hamp Gaskin down there in Mountain Home, Arkansas. There are no sports. Well, there's sports tonight. Hamp, let's go.
Leading off for the Bucs in the top half of the first inning, the center fielder, number 3, Carter Chell.
Carter Chell makes his way. The righty. He's in, and we are ready to go. Carter Chell. Look center one, right down, Hanson drive, and we're underway. Nice fire strike there by Weston Lombard, popping the leather. The pitch. That's fouled away, and Lombard works ahead of Carter Chell, 0-2. Just underway here. Right on schedule from First National Bank at River Falls Field. First game of 2020. First game played on this brand new field, this new playing surface here in River Falls. Little chopper to the right side. Gathered, and he'll take it himself. Nice job over there by Joey Davis fielding his position. Comes up on that ball, fields it off that fresh turf we were just talking about, and makes it look like gravy.
Now
and one down.
Baseman, number 22, J.D. Wells.
That goes 1-U if you're scoring along with us at home. There's one down. Now we go to J.D. Wells. J.D. Wells. Looks at a strike right there. See if I can get my outs going. Let me see. We'll try it. How about right down here? There we go. Let's just do that. You folks happy with that? I'm happy with that for now. The pitch. Swing it through that. Now it's 1-2. There, how about right there? I'm good with that if you're good with that. One out. If I forget, just yell at me. The pitch. Little yacker flowing up on the right side. Joey Davis just out of your camera and makes the catch. And Joey Davis, second put out of the game. Yes. Joey Davis with the second put out of the inning.
Next up for the Bucs, the shortstop, number 5, Trent Fredenberg.
Trent Frittenberg makes his way, hitting in the 3-hole playing shortstop. Hey, Joey Davis, if he gathers one more out, he'll set a baseball record with 3 putouts in 1 inning, a record that's tied by many. That's flowing up. Coming in, makes the play is right fielder Ty Denzer gathers it in, and that'll do it for the Bucs here in the top of inning 1. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. After 1/2 inning of play, it's the Anoka Bucs nothing. Your Fighting Fish coming to bat. Hey, looking ahead to the Fighting Fish, bottom of the first. Again, it'll be Giebel, Larson, Denzer, Ludke, Fireisen, Schaefer, Item, Gutting, Davis. Those are your 9. I'm going to do a little camera checking here to kind of refresh myself, see what I got. I got that. We got that. There. And there. Okay. Stick there. It's for your ground balls. Worked my way around the field. It's been a while since I've been up here, since last August. So all these camera shots, you have to try to remember what's what. Once again, I'm Kevin Westhouse. Glad to have you along. And phone a friend, tell a neighbor. Let's see if we can crank up the action tonight. Brian Giebel holds many fish records, makes his way to the plate.
The third baseman, number 24, Ryan Giebel.
He'll face Dalton Hoffman, the lefty on the bump tonight. Hammered left side, that's through. And Giebel with a leadoff single in to left field.
And just like that, it's time for the shortstop, number 2, Trey Larson.
Trey Larson makes his way to the dish after the leadoff single by Brian Giebel. Ty Denzer on deck. Shows bunt, got nothing. Giebel scampers on back to first. 2 balls, no strikes now on 2-hole hitter Trey Larson showing bunt. Head coach Joss Item playing a little billy ball early on here, trying to manufacture something right out of the chute. We'll check him. Back in safely. Plenty of time. Or as I like to say, pack a lunch. Looks at a strike at the knees there and uncontested. Oh, they called a balk? So that's no pitch then, isn't it? No pitch. So that pitch does not count. That's a balk. And on down to second goes Giebel. So balk there. Runner now in scoring position with nobody out. Nice opportunity right here for Trey Larson in the early going. There's Giebel in your foreground with his lead off the second. Led this game off with a single. That finds the corner. Now it's 3-1. On shortstop, Trey Larson. Out here with Trey. Last night I got an opportunity to play a little catch with Trey. He's looking good. The pitch. That's inside. And Larson will make his way on down to first.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 10, Ty Denzer.
First and second now, nobody out. Ty Denzer makes his way in. Right there, Dalton Hoffman starts him out with a little bit of a yacker. Drops it in there on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Three-hole hitter Ty Denzer. Ty finished off that top of the first with a nice catch out in the sunny right field. The pitch. Snaps in a fastball there. Now works ahead, 0-2. Dalton Hoffman started out struggling a little bit with his control, but dialing it in here against Ty Denzer. Starts him off with a breaker and then throws a fastball at the letters. It's 0-2. The pitch. Hit to third. Gather steps on third to second. And what we got? Slide and out at second. Double play. Nice play by third baseman Billy Herdzina.
Next up for the pitch, the second baseman, number 3, Lucas Lutke.
Lucas Lutke, fan favorite here. So Lutke swings ahead of that breaker. So Denzer hits into a 5-4 double play and reaches first on a fielder's choice. Go over here and I can put 2 outs in. 2 down. Wow, we started out, looked like a promising inning. Denzer hits a kind of a sharp one to third base, but Herdzina fields his position over there, steps on third for the easy out, flips it to second and gets the other force. That had triple play written on it, actually, but they kind of broke it up at second. That's the one. You step on third, flip it to second, around the horn you go, and you get the 3. Not tonight. Got the corner there. Now it's 2-2 on 4-hole hitter. Fan favorite, Lucas Lutke. One runner at first base for the Fish. Got him looking peas at the knees right there. And that will do it for the Fish here in the bottom of frame 1. Started out, looked like a promising start with that leadoff single by Giebel, then a walk by Larson. Denzer hits one firmly, but right at the third baseman for the double play. And then Dalton Hoffman kind of dials it in on Lucas Lutke and throws him a pea at the knees on the outside corner and finishes him off here in the bottom of frame 1. So we got one in the books here from First National Bank of River Falls Field. Bucs nothing, Fish nothing. Let's go to the second. Hey, Greg. Looking ahead to the Anoka Bucs. Top of the second, 4, 5, and 6 due up. Herdzina, Piro, and Vankervellen.
Leading off for the Bucs in the top of the second inning, the third baseman, number 4, Billy Hertzina.
Billy Hertzina is in, and here we go. And once again, Weston Lombard picks up right where he left off, throwing absolute aspirins right now. Jugs Gun had that one at 85. The 0-1 pitch. Left that one upstairs. Now it's 1-1. No score, top of the second. From beautiful First National Bank of River Falls Field. That one just misses, now 2-1. Good take there by 4-hole hitter and third baseman Billy Hertzina. It's on the front end of the double play there, in the bottom of frame 1. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Gets away from Trevor Gutting. Used to call him T-Gut. I'm just going to call him Stone Cold. I think he likes that better. And a leadoff walk. And on down to first he goes.
Next up for the Bucs, the first baseman, number 17, Logan Piero.
Logan Piero steps in now with a man at first. Looks at a strike. Lets that high gas go. Now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Runner at first for Anoka. Fouls that away off the top of the helmet of Trevor Gutting and maybe hit the umpire as well. Everybody's okay.
Reminder, please return foul balls to the press box window on the bleacher side and receive a free ice cream cone coupon.
Coupon. That one caught the top edge of the strike zone, and nice pitch by Weston Lombard there to get Pietro on a looking called third strike. There's one down.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Casey Van Krevelen.
Casey Van Krevelen, the left fielder, now is in. We'll give Casey his close-up. Why not? The 0-1 pitch. That's fouled away down the right side, and that is going to fall harmlessly into the bullpen area. Greg, I know you're not on the air with me, but I'm looking at that bat that Casey Van Krevelen is using. That might be vintage, about 1972. I'm not sure. He took that somewhere out of the garage. It's a big piece of lumber. Look at that thing. That's like a 33 just quarter sawn oak. High. I'll give you folks another look at that bat Casey's using. That is no gloves. It's just old school. Just reeks of old school. Yeah, with a name like Casey, I mean, why would you wear gloves, I guess, right? Nice job by Lombard. Took a little bit off of that one there and had mighty Casey way out in front of it, and back-to-back strikeouts there. It was quickly 2 down.
The catcher, number 12, Garrett Hoffman.
Garrett Hoffman, the good Dutchman, the Flying Dutchman, the Hoffman kid. Runner at first, leadoff walk, and there he still stands. Not going anywhere, I don't think. Chop to the right side, and that's over the head of Joey Davis into right field. Gonna have a play at third base, and got him! Nice job right there. Nice throw from right fielder, Mr. Ty Denzer, putting it right into the glove of Giebel. Applies the tag on Herdzina. And that'll do it. So that's going to go 9-5 for the third out of the inning. Base hit, though, for Hoffman. Then a nice 9-5 throw out. Herdzina trying to go from first to third. And Ty Denzer says, I don't think so, not tonight. And nice tag put on, and umpire right there got him, tagged him out. And that will do it for the Anoka Bucs here in the top of inning 2. They don't get a hit. They get no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left after 1.5 innings of play. It's still Anoka nothing, Fish nothing. Nice throw. If you're looking ahead to the Fish, bottom of the second, Mitchell Fireeisen, Joel Schaefer, and then Josh Idom.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome Christian Selleck to the ballpark and dedicate this song to him. The River Falls Youth Softball girls are
nice crowd tonight, filtering in.
meandering around the park, getting some donations to help this volunteer-built and volunteer-run park stay current.
Fireeisen, Schaefer, Idom. Bottom of the second, we go. Each team with a hit. No runs. Some good defense thus far.
Leading off with the Fighting Fish in the bottom of the second inning. The center fielder, number 9, Mitchell Fireeisen.
There you go. Couldn't have said that any better, Gregory Eugene Peters. Mitchell Fireeisen is in, and here we go. Bottom of frame 2. Popped up right side, and that is going to be caught just over the fence. Just out of your camera angle there. I'm sorry I couldn't get that for you. It's just a little too, our camera only goes right to there, but the first baseman leaned over the fence and made a great catch on Mitchell Fireeisen. Nice catch out there by Logan Piero.
The designated hitter, number 14, Big Joe Schaefer.
There he is, Big Joel Schaefer. He's been around since 1986. I don't know about that, but a long time. He's one of the originals. Like I said, it goes Schaefer and then Idom, and I just say age before beauty. Just missed there. 2 balls, no strikes on designated hitter, Big Joel Schaefer. Popped up. Straight back this way on the netting. That breaker misses outside. Now 3-1. Josh Idom waits on deck. 1 down. Suppose I could go change my outs. We were 9 under, Greg. My highlight was I drove 2 par 4s today on the green. So that was my highlight. Yep. What was it? 14 and... yeah.
Next up for the Fighting Fish, the left fielder, number 7, Josh Item.
So Joel Schaefer garners himself a walk, and that will bring up Josh Item to the dish. Got to give Josh his close-up. Why not? There we go. Josh Item wearing number 7, playing left field. Batting in the 7 hole tonight. Got a chance to advance Joel Schaefer. Let's see if he can get her done here. There he looks at a belt-high strike. Now it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That's inside, 2-1. Dalton Hoffman mixing it up nicely. Schaefer out to his lead. Checked the pitch. Just misses. Pretty good look at that strike zone tonight. Again, you can tape yourself a redneck K-zone at home if you want. You get some duct tape. You just cut it really thin and set it right up there. That's a strike. Now it's 3-2. I make no guarantees or warranties on wrecking your $4,000 flat screen TV. The pitch. Inside. Back-to-back walks. The two veterans. The two wily veterans garner themselves a middle-of-the-lineup walk. Schaefer to second. Item to first. That'll bring up.
Next up for the pitch, the catcher, number 21, Trevor Gooding.
That'll bring up Stone Cold Trevor Gooding. Nice block there by Garrett Hoffman, the catcher. Get in front of that, squared that up really nice for you youngsters at home. Elbows in, shuffles over, keeps the ball right in front of him. Nice job. Bob Burrows in the house tonight, cameraman for our local newspaper, regional newspaper now. The pitch to Stone Cold. That nips the corner, now 1-1. You got a good as look at that as anybody in the house staring at that at home. 1 out here, bottom of the second, 2 on. Not sure where that one missed. Now it's 2-1 to Trevor Gooding. Just inside, I guess. The 2-1 pitch to T-Gut. Chopper, left side, in the hole. Gathered the third for the force out, and that's all they're going to get. Nice play there by shortstop Trent Fredenberg. Flips it on over to his third baseman, Billy Herdzina, and gets the force. And that's where Joel Schaefer will die in the vine. And now still first and second, 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 20, Joey Davis.
So first and second now, 2 outs, and we go to another hometown favorite, Joey Davis with 2 in the bucket. 2-out RBI opportunity here for Joey Davis. Isn't bad in about 2 years. Oh, yeah. It's been a while for Joey. See if he can find the groove again here. Fouls that one off at the plate, and he falls behind 0-2. There's your runners. 2 fish on. Gutting at first, Item at second. And Mr. Joey Davis trying to knock him in. Should he reach, Brian Giebel waits on deck. The pitch to Davis. Swings through that high gas, and that'll do it. Old number 1. Joey Davis goes down swinging. So the Fish get no runs, no hits. There was no errors, and 2 left. After 2 in the books from First National Bank of River Falls Field, it's the Bucs nothing and the Fish nothing. Here, I'll give it to Greg. Hey, Greg, we got a shout out here.
Jordan Schwans to the press box window. Jordan Schwans to the press box window.
Top of the third we go. Looking ahead to the Anoka Bucs, top of the third. They're going to go 8-9 and back to the top of the order. Barker, Buffy, and Chell. Weston Lombard still on the mound for your Fighting Fish. The crafty lefty. Throwing a nice game thus far. Each pitcher has given up a hit. Some good defense here in the early going. And we're about ready to go. Eight, 9, and 1. Josh Barker, Charlie Buffy. Then we'll turn this thing over for the Bucs, and we go back to Carter Chell. Weston Lombard says, I think I'm about ready. Paul Aderman, we're glad to have you aboard. We're knocking the dust off here, Paul. Trying to remember where my cameras are. Remember to change the score and keep you folks entertained. But we're just really glad you're here tonight. Glad you could join us. And let's enjoy this live baseball game that's actually happening right now together. It's kind of fun. Beautiful summer night in River Falls, Wisconsin.
The right fielder, number 23, Josh Barker.
Josh Barker, the right fielder, is in against Weston Lombard. Josh Barker, he's about 6'4". Tall drink of water. And here we go. Chopper left side. Gathered. On to first and thrown in the dirt and gets away. Steve, how are we going to score that? That's a base hit in the hole for Josh Barker. No hesitation by our official scorekeeper up in the booth. Didn't even flinch on that one. Goes right to the H. No doubt about it. Mid-season form. That was going to be a tough play for Trey Larson.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 10, Charlie Buffy.
Charlie Buffy is in now. It's your runner at first base with a leadoff single, Josh Barker. Bunt is down. Gathered. On to first. Got him. The sacrifice has been completed, though, by 9-hole hitter Charlie Buffy. Nice job there.
Next up for the Bucs, the center fielder, number 3, Carter Chell.
Back to the top of the order we go to Carter Chell. Carter grounded out to first baseman first time up. Just missed there, just down 1 ball, no strikes. That's Josh Barker, who'll be leading off in your foreground. There he is. He led off with a single. He was sacrificed over by Charlie Buffy. I got to go put it out here in just a second, too, after this pitch. Hold on. That's the thing tonight. You have to bear with me. Chopper, left side. Larson throws across. Got him. Nice play by Trey Larson and holds the runner. Trey Larson, nice strong throw across. 2 down. And holds Barker at second.
After the nice play by Larson, it's time for the second baseman, number 22, J.D. Wells.
J.D. Wells, he also went out 3 unassisted his first time up. What I was going to say, so you got to bear with me tonight. I am your producer, your cameraman, your play-by-play guy, and your scorekeeper. So bear with me. I'm just glad you're with me, kind of going through this and having some fun. Two-out RBI chance here for J.D. Wells hitting in the 2-hole. He's ahead in the count of Mr. Lombard. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Little flare to right, and that is down in the corner. It's going to score a run and a 2-out RBI single by J.D. Wells to the pleasure of the traveling Anoka Bucs fans. In there on the board. That's how you draw it up. You get that sacrifice bunt down. You get that guy in scoring position. You get your top of the order back up, and bingo. They execute.
After the RBI single by Wells, it's time for the shortstop, number 5, Trent Fredenberg.
Well done. Well done right there by J.D. Wells. Two down, runner at first now for Anoka. Nothing really fancy by J.D. Wells. A little Apo Taco, Greg Peters. Just flipped it out there and right and knocked it in. Not trying to get too fancy. The 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. That just misses. Runner stays. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the third. 1-0 Anoka on the 2-out single by J.D. Wells to knock in Josh Barker. Popped up and out of play.
As a reminder, please bring all foul balls to the window side press box for a free ice cream cone or cookie from Mimi's Creamery and Cookies.
How nice does that field look, though? $850,000 grant from Major League Baseball and put down this new field, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The pictures do not do it justice. You need to visit River Falls and come and check it out at First National Bank of River Falls Field. It's pretty, I'm telling you. Nice block there by Gutting. Runner will hold. No, it's major league level. I mean, you could play any level of baseball here without hesitation. You agree with that, Greg? You could play any level here. Right. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about what this field will offer for this community. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Chopper, left side. Nice play. Thrown across. Got him. Brian Giebel just getting it done as usual. And Giebel makes a long throw across and retires Fredenberg. 5-3 if you're scoring along at home. But the Anoka Bucs do strike first. They get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. After 2 1/2 innings of play from First National Bank at River Falls Field, as Anoka 1, Fish nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this song is dedicated to Craig Davis. He's an Eagles fan.
So yeah, what this field does, not only is it a beautiful playing surface for baseball, but bases are all movable, mound is removable. So this town now can host girls softball, all ages of baseball in town, and the Challenger League, which is for kids in wheelchairs with special needs. We saw it here in our pitch tonight. Where they had the wheelchair go around and do the first home run of the game. So this field can offer spectacular things to the community in the surrounding area. So not only baseball, but to all levels of baseball for both girls and boys and those less privileged that are able to get on this field and enjoy the thrill of America's pastime, baseball and softball. If you're looking ahead to the Fighting Fish bottom of frame 3, we're going back to the top of the order. Giebel, Larson, Denzer.
Leading off for the Fighting Fish in the bottom of the 3rd inning, the third baseman, number 24, Brian Giebel.
Looks at a strike. Left side. Gathered. On to first. High throw, and Giebel will reach. Let's see. Steve Manfred, he gives that a hit as well. Giebel 2 for 2 on the night. Yeah, it was going to be a tough play from the hole. High throw.
Hit of the evening, it's time for the shortstop, number 2, Trey Larson.
Trey Larson, he walked his first time up. Looking to square one up here, maybe. No, he squares around the bunt. Gets it down, and just foul. Just foul. Here, what I think I'll do is, because I can do it, I'll take that off of there. So that way you can see if I go to that camera and there's a bunt, we can at least see it for you. Get it out there. That's a pretty good look. And if we have to, we'll go there. Nothing doing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Brian Giebel with a leadoff single. That's where we're at right now. Looks at a strike. Now it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. To Trey Larson. The pitch to Larson. Hit to the right side. Off the glove of the first baseman, and he is going to reach. Give that one a hit as well. It was hit hard. I like Steve Manfred, the official scorekeeper, because it's been a long...
And nobody out. It's time for the right fielder, number 10, Ty Denzer.
Steve said it's been a long winter, and a hard hit ball equals a hit. I like it. 2 on now. Nobody out. We go to Ty Denzer. Denzer squares around. Again, to get away from everybody. And advance, they do. So no bunt needed. There is 2 in scoring position now on a wild pitch. Denzer grounded into a double play. Did reach on a fielder's choice, but it was a 5-4 double play. There were 2 on. That just missed. Blocked there by Garrett Hoffman, the catcher. Second and third is where they stand for the Fish. There you can see them. Ty Denzer trying to give the Fish the lead. Dalton Hoffman, the pitch. Fouled away at the plate off his ankle. Like the old school stirrups there for Ty Denzer. It's a good look. Second and third. Nobody out. Fisher in a bit of business. That's high. Now 3-1. Giebel out to his lead. Trey Larson out to his lead at second. Hoffman set the pitch. That one nips the corner. Now the count works full to Ty Denzer. Fish right fielder. Got himself a putout tonight and a great assist throw over to third base. The full count pitch. Here it comes. That hit him. He pulled that on like a pair of 33 regulars. And on down to first he goes.
Juiced and nobody out. It's time for the second baseman, number 3, Lucas Lutke.
Lucas Lutke with a wet well full of fish right now. Let's see if he can knock him in. The wet well is full. How about now? How about right now? Looks at a strike. Not the one he wanted. Looking for maybe something a little more center cut, maybe. drive it to right. How about we get one off the monster out there in right? Right fielder playing fairly shallow out there. The 0-1 pitch to Lucas in the dirt, and great block again by catcher Garrett Huffman. I'm going to share that right fielder. Yeah, see medium depth. It's not that deep. It's only 305, 303 down the line. He's playing pretty shallow. Ludke got some home run power. Kind of an excuse me swing on that one. Now it's 1-2. Nobody out. Bottom of the third. 1-0 Anoka. The 1-2. Chopper back up the middle. Steps on second. On to first. Thrown away. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. And the Fish are on the board. They'll take that trade right there.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9, Mitchell Feyereisen.
So the Fish are on the board. They get 2 runs on that. And an error on the throw. Mitchell Feyereisen gets away, and on down to second. Alertly will go Lucas Ludke on a pass ball. So Feyereisen, he flew out to the first baseman his first time up. 2-1 Fish. 1 out. I got to go put an out down here, so hold on. Yes, he did. Says home plate umpire. Now it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch inside. Garrett Hoffman having a little bit of a hard time hanging on to that thing. I'm not sure what Dalton Hoffman has on that. A little bit of something. He's not throwing the knuckler. 2-1 now to Mitchell. Feyereisen. Hammered into left. Stay fair ball, and that is foul and in the corner. Into the bullpen area. Mitchell got out in front of that and wrapped it pretty good down into the left field corner, but foul. And the count works 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out. Fish have plated 2 this inning. And a couple hits and an error. Little flare into right, short center at second base, and makes the play. Well, I thought that had a little more juice on it, but the shortstop, Trent Fredenberg, kind of came right at second base and made that catch.
Hitter, number 14, Big Joel Schaefer.
So Mitchell Feyereisen flies or pops out to short for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Joel Schaefer now with 2 in the bucket. Heads up, right back this way off the face of the press box area, and it's 0-1. Big Joel Schaefer. Joel walked his first time up. Still
pick up your Mimi's cookies.
Still no official at bat tonight.
Coupon after the game.
Lucas Ludke in your foreground getting out to his lead. The pitch. Nice fastball on the corner there. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 in for the Fish. 2-1. We're in the bottom of frame 3. Kevin Westhouse here bringing you the action. Glad you could join us. The pitch. Out in front of that yacker. And down goes Schaefer for out number 3. But the Fish do strike. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left. After 3 in the books, 2-1 Fish. Yeah, we're in the United States of America. We're in River Falls, Wisconsin. We're about 30 miles from downtown St. Paul, Minneapolis-St. Paul area. Beautiful night here in northwest Wisconsin. Hey, looking ahead to the Anoka Bucs, top of frame 4, Billy Herdzina, Logan Pietro, and Casey Vankervellen. Here we go.
Leading off for the Bucs in the top of the 4th inning.
That's away.
Third baseman, number 4, Billy Herdzina.
Billy Herdzina, he walked his first time up tonight. So no official at bat. He has reached base. The 1-ball pitch. That skips in there, and that is a low pitch. 2 balls, no strikes now to Billy Herdzina, the third baseman for Anoka. He's had some nice plays over there at third base tonight. It's on the front end of a double play back in the first. Weston Lombard delivers a little flare to right, and that is just over the outstretched arms of Joey Davis. And little Apo Taco just dumps one in out there and right, and a leadoff single for Billy Herdzina. Couldn't have shot that out there any better with a tennis racket.
Number 17, Logan Pietro.
That'll bring up Logan Pietro, who's struck out looking his first time up. There's Billy Herdzina, leadoff single. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. The pitch. Straight back to the on-field mic. It's 0-1. Weston Lombard reaches back and has a little bit of something on that. And Pedro fouls it straight back. A little tardy on that one. Now it's 0-2. How about if you stick with old number 1 right here, Weston? Nobody out. Leadoff runner on with a leadoff single. Weston Lombard rocks and delivers. High gas gets away from him. Now it's 1-2. Jack Rangard, we just moved from Colorado to Colorado from River Falls. I get a story about that. So, Jack, I moved from Colorado to River Falls about 7.5 years ago. I lived in Fort Collins for 23 years. So, Jack, where'd you move to in Colorado? I lived in, again, like in Fort Collins is where I was for 23 years. So, could have almost high-fived on the way in and out. That one just missed. Now it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to 5-hole hitter Logan Pietro. Weston Lombard stares in, set, and here it comes. Got him. Old number 1, some high gas. Good old country hardball there, and Logan Pietro goes down for out number 1.
Next up for the Bucs, the left fielder, number 9, Casey Vankervellen.
Casey Vankervellen, little shot to the right side, gathered. Onto second for 1, onto first. Safe, just beat that out. Nice turn right there by Larson and Ludke, but just couldn't get the speedy Vankervellen, and they'll just get the front end of that.
Now batting, the catcher, number 12, Garrett Hoffman.
That'll bring up the catcher now, Garrett Hoffman, with 2 in the bucket. Castle Rock, that's pretty down there, too, right between Denver and Colorado Springs. Pretty area. Wonder if they got the concerts going up at Red Rocks yet this year. That's a pretty spot on a summer night. Pretty area. One ball, no strikes. The pitch just down there. Now it's 2-0. There's Casey over there at first base. He reached on a fielder's choice with 2 in the bucket. Lombard just pouring in aspirins. 2-1. Garrett Huffman. He's 1 for 1 tonight. He singled in the second. The 2-1 pitch. Slowly hit. It's going to get to the shortstop. Throw across and not quite in time. Not much you could do there. That's an infield single for Garrett Huffman. Tough play. I mean, a lot of charging going on there, and you have to really kind of give it to the old Troy Tulowitzki. Throw across the body, but just couldn't get the speedy Garrett Huffman. Reaches on an infield single now with 2 down. So you have runners at first and second for the Bucs. Runner in scoring position for Josh Barker. Josh has singled. He has scored the only run for Anoka tonight. Just missed there on the inside. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. We're at the 8th spot in the order for Anoka. Weston Lombard, the lefty, on the bump. Trying to get her done. The pitch. Threw that one right past Josh Barker. Now it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. There's 2 outs. Lombard set, and here it comes. Aspirin on the outside corner. It's 1-2. That was in the I don't think you're going to hit it zone there. On the corner at the knees. Runners out to their leads. Lombard set. Rocks and delivers. Here it comes. High and away, 2-2. 2s are wild on the board now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. We're in the top of inning 4. 2-1 Fish. Great baseball game thus far. I'm assuming we're going to throw the lights on after this inning is over, huh, Greg? The 2-2. Little softly hit right side. That gets through. Let's see if they're going to try to score the run here. Here comes a runner around third. Play at the plate, and he is going to be toast. Oh, they're saying safe. They're saying safe at the plate. They're saying he missed the tag. Wow, not happy about that at all. Wow. The throw was there in plenty of time. And Vankervellen alertly went to the outside of Trevor Gutting and got around the tag and scored. Chopper foul. Wow. So a base hit and a play at the plate. And Charlie Buffy is now in. Runners at the corners now. That's down. Runners at the corners for Anoka. And 1 in. Now to play at the plate. You know, Trevor Gutting gave that a little bit of an argument, but not a lot. So I'm assuming he did get around. It's tricky in this day and age of aggressiveness. How aggressive can you be going after the runner? And in the old days, the catcher would have just blown the runner up coming down the line. But in this day and age, you really just can't. So then you get a little tentative, and the next thing you know, the guy's doing the jig around you, and he scores. Brian Giebel's mom tuning in. Love it from Sioux Falls. Chopper back. Lombard And that ball's down and falls out of his glove, and another runner is safe at home. Lombard dove out. I think he tagged the runner coming by, and then when he fell to the ground, the ball came out of his glove, and everybody's safe, and another run scores. Tough
Next
one,
up for
swinging
the Bucs,
bunt.
The center fielder, number 3, Carter Childs.
It's going to go as an error on Lombard. 3-2 Anoka now. Tough one there. Chopper, left side, another tough play. Giebel, he'll just tag the runner. This time, no doubt about it. And Giebel says, I'm going to make sure of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, First National Bank of River Falls Field is 100% volunteer run.
So that one goes 5
concession stand
unassisted.
closed tonight,
If you're
we
scoring
need you
along at
tonight.
home, Brian Giebel over at
River
third base
Falls
fields it.
youth softball
And just tags the
girls
runner
are
coming
accepting
by him for the
free
third out of the inning.
donations
But
to help
Anoka,
keep the lights
they get
on.
2 runs
turned
after
on,
2
that
outs. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. After 3 1/2 innings of play, it is now Anoka 3, River Falls Fighting Fish 2.
Thanks to the River Falls Youth Softball girls for helping out the River Falls Baseball Council tonight. Let's give them a round of applause.
Oh, nice crowd tonight. Yeah, the bleachers in front of us, too. I don't know. I'll try to show you some of this. We'll see if we can back this thing out of here. Nice crowd. People kind of, the people who aren't families kind of keeping some social distancing going on. It's good to see. But, yeah, real nice crowd. Seven, 8, and 9 due up for the Fighting Fish here in the bottom of inning 4. Item, Gutting, and Joey Davis. Dalton Huffman take the rock again for Anoka. He's ready. Josh Item makes his way to the plate, and we're ready to go. Item walked his first time up tonight.
Leading off for the Fighting Fish, the left fielder, number 7, Josh Item.
Item is in, and we're ready to go here in the bottom of frame 4. Looks at a strike. Nice job by Dalton Hoffman breaking that one off and floating that one in there for a strike. And now it's 0-2. And Josh Item in a bit of a hole here. The 0-2 pitch. Dalton Hoffman throws a frisbee in there and gets away from the catcher. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's down. And Josh Item works this count to 2-2. Dalton Hoffman, the crafty lefty for the Anoka Bucs. He's got what he likes. He works from the windup, rocks, and here it comes. Little flare to the right side, and that is just going to fall just foul. Too close to take. Item flips it foul and out of play down the right field line, and we'll stick it 2-2. Hoffman toes the rubber. He stares in. He has what he likes. Rocks, and here it comes. Hit to the right side as well. That's trouble. Get down, ball. Just foul. 3 feet foul down the right field line. Just beyond where the umpire is right there. Thought it might have a chance. It had a little slice on it and down into the bullpen area, and we'll stick at 2-2. Item Fortin with one down the right field line there. Just foul. And once again, Dalton Hoffman toes the rubber. He's set, and here it comes. And Item fighting hard up there, fouls it off, and we'll stick at 2-2. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Your scoreboard's correct. Anoka 3, Fish 2. Good battle here between Dalton Hoffman and Josh Item. And Dalton Hoffman throws a little wrinkle there on the outside corner and gets Item looking for the first out of the inning. Pretty nice pitch. Tough one.
Number 21, Trevor Gooding.
Stone cold. Trevor Gutting is in. One down. Gutting reached on a fielder's choice his first time up tonight. That's fouled away, and Dalton Hoffman works ahead 0-1. Hey, glad you all could join us tonight.
Return foul balls to the press box window and receive a free ice cream cone or cookie from Mimi's Creamery and Cookies.
Here comes one now, Greg, right in front of you. The kid right here. Keep coming. There he is. Kids are returning balls. They came to my window. That's the wrong window. I'm not the coupon holder for ice cream. The 0-2 pitch to T-Gut. Got him. And they're quickly 2 down. Dalton Hoffman settling in.
Next up for the Fish, the first baseman, number 20, Joe Davis.
Joey Davis now with 2 in the bucket. See if he can get things going here with 2 down. Fouled away. No balls and a strike on Fish native Joey Davis. There he looks at a fastball. Belt high. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Hoffman works quickly. Hammered foul. Look out! That got somebody in the Fish dugout. Watch your liver down there. I think that got Trey Larson, maybe. Joey Davis scattering him down there. The 0-2 pitch, once again, fouled away, and we'll stick at 0-2. Dalton Hoffman throwing a lot of strikes for Anoka. Got the first 2 via the strikeout here in the bottom of frame 4. Just working on Joey Davis. Dalton Hoffman toes the rubber, rocks, and here it comes. Fouled straight back, and we'll stick at 0-2. Got him. Ball's down. Throw to first, and that will retire Joey Davis for swinging through strikes. So Dalton Hoffman strikes out the side here in the bottom of frame 4. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. 4 in the books from First National Bank at River Falls Field. It is Anoka Bucs 3, your Fighting Fish 2. new pitcher for the River Falls Fighting Fish.
Now pitching for the Fighting Fish, number 19, Charlie Griffin.
Charlie Griffin on the bump, placing Wes Lombard.
Leading off for the Bucs, the second baseman, number 22, J.D. Wells.
J.D. Wells, 2-hole, 2, 3, and 4. Wells, Fredenberg, and Herdzina. Popped up right side. Right fielder calling, and there's Ty Denzer for his second put out of the game, and retires J.D. Wells on one pitch, fly out to right. One up, one down. That'll bring up Trent Fredenberg now with one in the bucket.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Trent Fredenberg.
Charlie Griffin, the righty, comes in and throws one pitch and gets one out. Tom and Mary Johnson watching from Green Valley, Arizona. Welcome aboard, Tom and Mary. Glad you could join us. It's an Arizona-type evening here. Not quite as hot, but it's clear and warm. Fouled away. And now it's 1-1 on Trent Fredenberg. Trent has reached on an error and grounded out to third. Flown to left, hit well, and that's going to fall in front of Josh Idem out in left field. And races into second, and Fredenberg will have himself a stand-up double. Hit it towards the line out in left. Idem ranged over, it fell in front of him, and the speedy Fredenberg scampers in for a one-out double. Meat of the order, Billy Herdzina now in. Billy is 1 for 1 with a walk. That's flown to right, and that's hit well. That maybe have gap on it, but nice job out there by Denzer in right field. Runs that down in the gap. Nice job, and retires Herdzina on a well-struck ball for the second out of the inning. Second put out this inning for Ty Denzer, his third of the game out in right field, doing a nice job.
First baseman,
2 down.
17, Logan Piero.
That'll bring up Logan Piero now. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout victim twice tonight, once looking and once swinging. I need to adjust this camera. Whenever I get time here, I'm going to head out to center field someday. Chopper, left side. Gathered by Larson. On to first. Got him. Nice play by Trey Larson. Fielding his position out there and just getting it done. High fives all the way around into the Fish dugout.
Happy birthday to Andy Armstrong. 27 once again, according to the card.
Anoka Bucs, they get no runs on one hit. There were no errors and one left after 4.5. Still Anoka 3, Fish 2. Looking ahead to the Fish, bottom of the 5th. We're going back to the top of the order. Why not? Giebel, Larson, and Denzer. Tom and Mary said it's 108 in Green Valley, Arizona. Watching Joey Davis. So I tell you what, it's not 108 here today. It was 88, but at about 80% humidity, it felt like 108. I had one of those Wisconsin Midwestern sweats going today where you reach down to tie your shoes and you start sweating. You know that feeling. There, a little PA duty too. Brian Giebel. As our PA guy had to use the restroom, we'd fill in for him real quickly. Giebel, 2 for 2 tonight, having a nice night. He scored a run. The pitch, that's low. 2 balls and no strikes on third baseman Brian Giebel. We'll get that going on there. We'll get this over here. All right, we're set to go again. Nice healthy hack there by Giebel. He always double ties his shoes because often he wants to swing out of those shoes. We did it, Greggy. Got her. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on third baseman Brian Giebel. Dalton Hoffman's pitched a nice game. I'm going to find out how many pitches he's thrown in just a minute. The 2-2 pitch. Throws a frisbee in there. That's away. Now it's 3-2. Steve, what do you got for pitch count for Dalton Hoffman? That hit him. And Giebel is on for the 3rd time tonight. That one hit by pitch. Thank you, Steve. 80 pitches tonight for Dalton Hoffman thus far. That'll bring up Trey Larson now. He's 1 for 1, singled and scored his last time up. 80 pitches. Woo, look out. Come on, wear that. Wear that. The pitch. That's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Giebel gets his lead off of first. Hoffman delivers. That one just misses as well. Now it's 3-0 to 2-hole hitter. And shortstop Trey Larson. Ty Denzer waits on deck. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. That's down as well, and maybe Hoffman is tiring. On down to first will go Trey Larson. A hit by pitch and a walk. Right, nice way to start an inning for the Fish. And that will entice a conference on the mound. People toe tapping at home, a little Bee Gees. Here we go. We'll try to settle down Dalton Hoffman, who's in his mid-80s now with pitch count. Maybe getting a little tired here. First game of the season. The pitch. That's inside as well. The 3-hole hitter, Ty Denzer. Ty hit into a double play, but reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Then he reached on an error in the 3rd. Making contact, but hitting it right at him. Runners at first and second here, and nobody out again, and that one misses as well. It's 2-0. There's your Fish runners. Giebel at second. Trey Larson here on the near side at first base. Larson clapping his hands, getting his team all jacked up. Here we go. That one misses as well. Now it's 3-0. 4-hole hitter Lucas Ludke with some home run power waits on deck. The pitch. That one finds the corner, and not to the agreement of Ty Denzer or the crowd, for that matter. But nonetheless, called to strike. It's 3-1. Nobody out. Fish down by a run, but they're knocking on the door here in the bottom of frame 5. Hammered to short. Shortstop to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. And back to third they go, and safe is Giebel. So they get the force. Denver reaches on a fielder's choice for the second time tonight. They force out Larson at second. That goes 6U
Now batting
for the first out, and
the second
Giebel goes to
baseman,
third.
Number 3, Lucas Ludke.
So that'll bring up Lucas Ludke, fan favorite here at First National Bank of River Falls Field. The runners at the corners. Gets one into center, and right at the center fielder. And now we got to play at the plate, and sac fly. Scores a run off the bat of Lucas Ludke. That goes F8 for the second out of the inning.
For the center fielder, number 9, Mitchell Fireisen.
Second out of the inning on that sac fly to center field off the bat of Ludke, but we're all tied at 3 now. Popped up right side and out of play. 2 down, 2 in the bucket. Left side, left fielder coming in and makes the catch for out number 3. And that's going to do it for the Fish here in the bottom of inning 5. So Fireisen flies out to left for out number 3. But the Fish do score a run. They get 1 run on no hits. There were no errors and 2 left after 5 in the books. It is Bucs 3, Fish 3. Let's go to the 6th. Boy, is it a beautiful night for baseball or what? There is nary a breeze. This is summer. On June 26th, 2020. 2020's late as quite an egg this year, but tonight's a small bright spot. We got baseball. We got fans in the stands. We got a great baseball game at 3-3. We've got you folks along enjoying this game together with me, and I love it. Welcome aboard. Live sports, athletic competition. If anybody wants to come down with a really tall step ladder this week, you can help me move the center field camera over about 6 inches to the left.
9, Casey Van Krevelen.
Sixth spot in the order. Casey wraps one right back up the middle, and that is caught out there in center field. So sorry, I was reaching over here for my cameras. I had the wrong camera on. But nice job out there in center field by Mitchell Fireisen to converge on that and make the catch on the line out by Casey Van Krevelen.
Catcher number 12, Garrett Hoffman.
He hit that kind of on the grip tape, so I didn't think that had enough. I thought it was going to dunk in there. But nice job out there by Fireisen to charge hard and then make the catch for the first out of the inning. Yeah, he got that way up on the fists off the grip tape, and I thought, that's just going to dunk in there. I looked down to change cameras. I had the wrong camera. I looked up, and then Fireisen's got the ball in his mitt for out number 1. 1 down. Garrett Hoffman now in. He's 2 for 2, and he scored a run. There's another one right back up the box. Fielded at second. Bobbled onto first, and there'll be no play. Let's see how Steve scores that. Thinking about it. That's going to be an error on the second baseman, Lucas Ludke.
Next up for the Bucs, the right fielder, number 23, Josh Barker.
That'll bring up Josh Barker to the dish now with a runner at first and 1 out. Bunts gets down a beauty. Nice sacrifice there. And nice job by the Fish getting the out, and that's out number 2. Interesting sacrifice bunt with 1 out, but the 8-hole hitter, Josh Barker, lays down a sacrifice, moves the runner over.
With 2 down.
2 down.
It brings up the designated hitter, number 10, Charlie Buffy.
Now we go to Charlie Buffy. 9-hole hitter. Reached on an error. Sacrificed his first time up, sacrifice bunt, and then reached on an error back in the 4th. 2-out RBI chance for him here now for the Bucs and to take the lead. Big opportunity. Looks at a strike off the arm of Charlie Griffin, who's in relief of Weston Lombard. Two down. Fouled away. A little giddy up on that off the big right arm of Charlie Griffin. I think Charlie was a 2018 grad, if I remember correctly. Possibly 19, but 18 or 19. I can't remember. Time flies. Good to have him around, the local kid. Great kid, too. Softly hit to the short. Larson gathers it, bobbles it. That gets away from him, but Griffin then fields it, and the runner is unable to score. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. So now it's runners at the corners.
The center fielder, number 3, Carter Chill.
It's going to be runners at the corners now for the Anoka Bucs. We go back to the top of the order to Carter Chell. Carter Chell, 0-4-3 tonight. 4th chance. He's facing the righty Charlie Griffin. That's down and away. 1 ball. Runners at the corners for the Anoka Bucs. Looking to retake the lead here in the top of frame 6. All knotted at 3 apiece. Charlie in a bit of a jam back at the top of the order. The pitch. That just misses. Now it's 2-0. J.D. Wells waits on deck. Should Carter Chell reach. The pitch. Chopper, left side. Tough play. Nice flip to second. Got him! Nice play! Brian Giebel getting it done. Cutting in front of the shortstop, Trey Larson, and just flat getting it done. Really nice there. Tough play. That's big league type effort right there by Brian Giebel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to dedicate this next song to former Hager City Skeeter manager Corey Brathall.
So here we go. That was Anoka Bucs. They get no runs on no hits. No runs on no hits. There were 2 errors and 2 left after 5 1/2 innings of play. It's still the Anoka Bucs 3, the River Falls Fighting Fish 3. Nine-inning baseball game tonight. Why not on such a glorious evening? It's 9 o'clock, not even dark yet. Love this time of the year. Schaefer item gutting. That's what we got due up here in the bottom of frame 6. See if we can get one of these guys on. Looks like a new chucker for the Anoka Bucs, Greg. New pitcher for Anoka. Let's see if I get a number on this guy. Number 23, Greg. Greg, number 23 for Anoka.
Now pitching for the Bucs, number 23, Josh Barker.
Josh Barker, who was playing right field, now pitching.
If you retrieved any foul balls, please bring them to the third base Fish dugout. Once again, if you retrieved any foul balls, please bring them to the Fighting Fish dugout.
Josh Barker now pitching for Anoka. He was playing right field, the righty.
Leading off for the Fighting Fish in the bottom of the 6th inning. The designated hitter, number 14, Joe L. Schaefer.
Swings through that. Off the righty for strike one. Right back at you. And that is through for the veteran, Joel Schaefer, with a leadoff single. Right into your living room. Just hits it past the outstretched arms of shortstop Trent Friedenberg and into center field and is on with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Josh Item to the dish. Josh 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Upstairs off the arm of Josh Barker, now in relief of Dalton Hoffman. Go from lefty to righty, just like the Fish. Shows bunt, gets it down. It's a dandy. And sacrifice is complete by Josh Item. Nice job there. Move Schaefer over to second now with one out.
The catcher, number 21. Trevor Gooding.
Stone Cold Trevor Gooding now makes his way to the dish with one in the bucket. See if he can knock in Schaefer with one out. Good RBI chance. Good RBI chance right here for T-Gut. That's down. Ball one. One down. Nice ball game thus far. There's one right down Hanson Drive, 1-1. Each team with 3 runs. Anoka has 7 hits and 1 error. The Fish have 5 hits and 3 errors. Schaefer with his lead. The pitch to Gutting. That's high. Now it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Joel Schaefer with a leadoff single, then sacrificed over to second base off a nice sacrifice bunt by Josh Item. That's where he stands. He's in your foreground. The pitch. Hit to the right side. That's gathered on to first. He got him, and Schaefer will move to first. So Trevor Gutting moves Schaefer to third now with 2 down. On a 4-3 ground out, 2 in the bucket. That'll bring up Joey Davis.
Now batting for the Fighting Fish.
Then we got a pinch hitter.
Number 4, Jason Hunt.
Jason Hunt in for Joey Davis. Jason Hunt in for Joey Davis. Jason Hunt comes in now with a great RBI chance here with a runner at third and 2 down. There's Schaefer over there at third base. The pitch. In the dirt. Nice block by catcher Garrett Hoffman. Dangerous. Could get old man Schaefer scampered in for the go-ahead run here in the bottom of frame 6. That's away. Now 3-1 to Jason Hunt. Pinch hitting for Joey Davis. We're going to go back to the top of the order to Brian Giebel. Next, the 3-1. That's sprayed away. Little protractor right there, fouled into the Anoka dugout, and now the count's full. There's Joel Schaefer down there at third. Could see him from there. We can take a look at him across the diamond from there. There he is there. And we'll watch and see if Jason Hunt can knock one through. Barker rocks, and here it comes. Once again, another protractor to the Anoka dugout. Watch your liver down there. Guys are all ducking behind the mesh fence now in the front of the dugout. They can't get low enough. Jason Hunt spraying them down there. Barker set and the pitch. Popped up, and that one is also foul and out of play. That'll make the seats. That's about 22 rows back down the right side. Once again, Barker is set. The payoff pitch. Here it comes. That's down. And on down to first goes Jason Hunt. He garners himself a 2-out walk. Runners at the corners now. We go back to the top of the order to the always very dangerous Brian Giebel.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 24, Brian Giebel.
Brian Giebel, he's 2 for 2 tonight with a hit by pitch and 2 runs scored. That looks pretty good on his bingo card. He's going to face the righty Josh Barker for the first time now. The pitch. Lets that one go. Call high strike on Giebel. Didn't really like it, but it wasn't his liking. He'll wait for the next one. There's your fish at the corners. See if Giebel can do some 2-out damage here. The pitch. Swings through that breaker. Now it's 0-2. And Josh Barker works ahead of leadoff batter Brian Giebel. Find a gap here, Giebs. The pitch. Runner goes. Uncontested, stolen base. Give that to, I'll give it. What happened there? What was it? Oh. Okay, so that was a drop third strike. So I looked away. I was doing a little housekeeping here with Greg Peters. So Giebel on a swinging third strike didn't go down to first, and he's gone. So that will do it for the Fish here in the bottom of inning 6. My bad. So Giebel goes down swinging. Fish leave 2. They get no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 left. There are 6 in the books now from First National Bank at River Falls Field. And we're all knotted at 3 apiece. Two, 3, and 4 due up for Anoka. Wells, Fredenberg, and Herdzina.
The Anoka Bucs. The second baseman, number 22, J.D. Wells.
Let's give you some of this. Let's give you this angle here once. Let's give you this one time. See what you think of that, just for a minute. We'll give you a little bit of that. How about that right there for a second? The 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. That's called a strike on the corner. Now it's 1-1. 1-1 to J.D. Wells. J.D. is 1 for 3 tonight. Singled in the third. Griffin rocks and delivers, fouled away and out of play. The 1-2. Got him, gets away. And he will reach on a swinging third strike that got away from the catcher. So we got a K and then a pass ball, and on down to first goes J.D. Wells. Now we'll go to the 3-hole in the order in Trent Fredenberg. Trent doubled his last time up down into the left field corner. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Just missed down low. Popped up straight back, and that's going to be out of play. One ball and one strike. Charlie Griffin, I think he's got a ball he likes. Working with the umpire. I think everybody's happy now. Trent Frittenberg, he's ready to step back in. Charlie Griffin's got the ball he likes. J.D. Wells leads off of first base, and here we go. Straight back. That knocked my on-field mic off. Shut it right off. We'll fix that between innings, I guess. The pitch. That's high, gets away. Runner does not go.
What's that? Yeah. All right, I got some gentlemen who actually gave us. There you go.
2 balls, 2 strikes on 2-hole hitter Trent Fredenberg. Charlie Griffin checks the runner at first. Everybody's safe. Again, straight back, and we'll stick at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of inning 7. Charlie Griffin trying to shut the door here on the Anoka Bucs. Good battle between Charlie and Trent Fredenberg. The pitch. That's just high and away. Good take, and now the count works full. Popped up, and that is going to be out of play. Yeah, River Falls, Wisconsin, Derek. River Falls, Wisconsin. The Anoka Bucs versus the River Falls Fighting Fish. We're in the 7th. We're all knotted at 3 apiece. We got a great battle going on right now between Charlie Griffin and Trent Fredenberg. 3-hole hitter and shortstop for the Anoka Bucs. Runner at first base, that's J.D. Wells. He had a swinging third strike. Ball got away from the catcher, and that's where he stands. Good battle here. Charlie Griffin set the pitch. Popped up, right side. Right fielder coming near the line, makes the catch out there in medium right field near the line. Nice job. Ty Denzer, I think it's his 4th put out tonight. And nice battle there, and Fredenberg flies out to right for out number 1. Nice battle.
Next up for the Bucs, the third baseman, number 4, Billy Hertzina.
Billy Hertzina is in now. Just missed. Ball 1. That's high and tight. 2-0 now on 4-hole hitter Billy Hertzina. Billy is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. Runner out to his lead. Griffin delivers. Flared to right, a foul and out of play. Charlie Griffin, he was in relief of Weston Lombard who started this game. Charlie's done a nice job. Runner out to his lead. Charlie set the pitch. Right there, now it's 2-2. 1 down, top of the 7th. Charlie Griffin set at the belt. The pitch. Tries to break that one off. That just hung upstairs. Now it's 3-2. Count is full. J.D. Wells gets his lead off of first. The pitch. Missed him. And on down to first goes Billy Hertzina. Runners at first and second now for Anoka.
Number 17, Logan Piero.
Logan Piero, 0 for 3. A couple strikeouts and a ground out to short. Charlie Griffin misses there. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Good take there by Logan Piero, and now 2-0. Runners out to their leads. First and second, 1 in the bucket. Griffin delivers. Called a strike, now 2-1. Should Piero reach, Casey Vankervevelen on deck. 3-1 now. Vankervelen. I think I've got enough syllables in there. 3 balls and a strike. Griffin set at the belt, and here it comes. Swings through that with a healthy hack, and now the count works full. The payoff pitch. Here it comes from Griffin. Misses. And everybody will advance. And now the bases are juiced, full of Bucs. Back-to-back walks. And we go to Casey Vankervellen, looking for his first hit tonight. Though he did reach on a fielder's choice in the fourth and scored. And we got a conference on the mound. See what we're going to do here. Trying to settle down Charlie Griffin. I think they're telling him, just throw strikes. Got a defense behind you. See what we can do. And Joel Schaefer makes his way back towards the dugout after that little pep chat to Charlie Griffin. Fly ball towards center field. Caught. Play at the plate. And run will score. Sack fly off the bat of Casey Vankervellen. So Vankervellen flies out to center, but it's a sack fly and gets that fourth run in for Anoka. It was medium depth. Fireisen gave it a good hurl to the plate, but just couldn't get quite enough on that one to get the speedy J.D. Wells, who scored from third. And there's a strike off the arm of Charlie Griffin. He works ahead of catcher Garrett Hoffman, 0-1. 2 down here in the top of the seventh. 4-3 Anoka. The pitch fouled away, and Griffin works way ahead now, 0-2. Nice crowd tonight here at First National Bank at River Falls Field. People being respectful with their social distancing. Haven't seen many masks, though. I'm looking in the crowd. I don't see any. Concession stands closed, so it's BYOB. That one just misses off the arm of Griffin. Now it's 1-2. I'll give you this shot here. Maybe you can strike him out. Runners at first and second. The 1-2 pitch. Yacker just missed. Griffin thought he might have had that. Now we're 2-2. Twos are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and 2 on for Anoka. There's your runners for the Bucs. Hedzina at second. Piero at first. The pitch. That misses as well. And it's only 3-2. Garrett Hoffman said, I think that was 4, and everybody else in the house knew it was only 3, and now the count is full. Runners will be going with the pitch here since there are 2 down. The 3-2. Got him swinging! Charlie Griffin rears back for a little something there. And high fives all the way around into the Fish dugout and gets Hoffman swinging for out number 3. But the Anoka Bucs do take the lead. They get 1 run on no hits, no errors, a couple walks, and a pass ball and a K. But they do get that 1 run. So after 6.5 in the books, we go to the 7th inning stretch. It's Anoka 4, Fish 3. Hey, I got my on-field mic back on. That baseball knocked it off. Happy about that. Here we go. Bottom of the frame, 7. Fish down by a run. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the River Falls Fighting Fish. Trey Larson, Ty Denzer, and Lucas Ludke. Going to face Josh Barker, who's in relief of Dalton Hoffman for the Anoka Bucs.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning, the shortstop, number 2, Trey Larson.
A few Trey Larson fans here wanting him to get into one. Got a hit tonight. 1 for 1 with a couple walks. And there he looks at a strike off the arm of Mr. Josh Barker. You know, 58-footer there. Now it's 1-1. And my camera, it's dipping down there. I don't know if this is what's going on. I'll have to get out there this week and move that over. Swings through that. 1-2 now on Trey Larson. The 1-2 pitch hit to the right side. And that is through for a leadoff single for Trey Larson. 2 for 2 tonight.
After the single by Larson, it's time for the right fielder, number 10, Ty Denzer.
Ty Denzer. Looking for his first hit tonight. A couple fielder's choices and reached on an error. Get one through here, huh, Ty? Check the runner. Nothing doing. Trey Larson's got a little bit of speed. Who knows? Not a huge lead. Hit to the right side. Could be 2. 2nd to 1 on to first. Safe. Beats it out. Denzer reaches on his 3rd fielder's choice tonight.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 3, Lucas Ludke.
Bring up Lucas Ludke now to the dish with 1 down. How about you hit one deep here? Check the runner. Back in safely is Ty Denzer. That nips the corner. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Ty Denzer's done a nice job in right field tonight. He's got 4 putouts and 1 assist. Then he's got one right back up the box, and that is going to get through for another single. Back-to-back singles for the Fish right back into your living room. Scoots past the shortstop, Trent Fredenberg, into center field. And we got 2 on and nobody out.
Mitchell Fire-Eisen.
2 on. There they are. Nobody out, and we're going to Mitchell Fire-Eisen, the center fielder. See if he can knock him around. Get into one here. Mitchell, find a gap. Looks at a ball upstairs. 1-0. Nice chance here for the Fish. Down by a run, but 2 on and nobody out in the bottom of frame 7. Excuse me, 1 out. That's high. 1 out. Made that fielder's choice, that little 6'4" flip. The 2-0. That's, ooh. Looked high. Home crowd thought it was high. Mitchell Fireisen thought it was high. Home plate umpire says we got places to go and people to see. That's a strike. 2-1. And that one just misses inside. Now it's 3-1 to Fireisen. Fireisen looking for his first hit tonight. 0 for 3. How about now? How about right now? High as well, and on down to first. And that'll load him up for Big Joel Schaefer.
With the bases full of fish, it's time for the designated hitter, number 14, Big Joel Schaefer.
Joel Schaefer singled his last time up. He's 1 for 3 tonight. How about another one right here, Big Joel? The veteran of the team right here. See if he can get her done. Bases full of fish. The live well is full. Fouled away. Got a pitch he liked there. Wanted to drive one deep. Even a sac fly here with one out would work. Bases are juiced. As they say here at fish games, the bases are drunk. Here we go. 0-1 now on Big Joel Schaefer. That's away. Play at the plate. And safe. We're tied at 4. Ball gets away from catcher Garrett Hoffman. And alertly, Ty Denzer scampers home and roll, knotted at 4 apiece. Hey, anyway, huh? Anyway. All the runners advanced. Now we're still at second, third. The force is off. How about it here, Joel? Just roll one to the right side now and you score another run. Infield is in, though. Oh, that other one gets away. And that'll plate another one. Fish take the lead. It's almost as if Garrett Hoffman was a bit crossed up there. And Ludke scampers home. Fish takes the lead 5-4. Counts 2-1. Runner at third for Joel Schaefer. Wow. Anyway, I guess, huh? Schaefer right up the chute. Catcher calling and makes the play. Nice job there by Garrett Hoffman on a tough high infield pop-up to retire Schaefer. 2 down. Now we go to Josh Item. Josh Item now with an RBI chance here with runner at third and 2 outs. Whoa, look out. Bat flies out of his hands out towards the third baseman. He goes back and grabs a little more pine tar. And we'll do it again. Josh says, hey, give me a new piece of lumber. He goes, no batting gloves, too. It is a hot night. It's a hot and muggy night. Bat flew out of his hands. But we're ready. 0-1 to Item. The pitch to Josh. That finds the plate. Now it's 0-2. Item walked in the second. Struck out in the fourth. And sacrificed bunt in the sixth. There's your runner at third. In a Mitchell Fireisen. See if Item can knock him in. 0-2. Josh Barker way ahead of Item here. He comes set at the belt. And here it comes. Got him. And that will do it for the Fish here in inning number 7. But they do play 2. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. And 1 left. After 7 in the books, the Fish retake the lead 5-4. Charlie Griffin back on the bump for the Fighting Fish. As we go top of the 8th, he's ready. And Josh Barker makes his way to the plate. We're at 8th spot in the order. 8, 9, and 1 due up. Barker's had a nice night. He's 2 for 2 with a sacrifice and a run scored.
Right fielder number 23, Josh Barker.
Josh Item in the house, called strike 1. Charlie Griffin stares in, peers over the mitt, has what he likes, digs deep in the mitt, rocks and delivers. Here it comes. That's high. That one just missed. Now it's 2-1. Eugene. Chopper, left side. Gathered. Trey Larson at the shoe tops and makes the catch.
Manager Josh Item here. I'm here to talk about baseball. We've gone through a box and a half tonight. We do have a game tomorrow. I got no more baseballs to my name. I don't want to drive an hour to go get them in the morning. So please monitor your kids, parents, if you're hanging on to baseballs. We are not actually a minor league team, as evidenced by the way we're swinging the bats. So please, we need those baseballs back. Thanks.
One down as Barker lines out the short. And there's one down, the pitch. Griffin pouring in aspirins right now, getting loose. It's 0-1. Nice call on that, Josh Item. Yeah, I do.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 10, Charlie Buffy.
Buffy. Charlie Buffy is at the 9 hole. He reached on the air twice tonight. Griffin rocks, and here it comes. Fouled away. Griffin peers in over the mitt. Rocks, and here it comes. Whoo, just missed there. Nice pitch. Now it's 1-2. Griffin again digs deep, rocks, and here it comes. Got him. Ball gets away. On down to first. Dug out. Nice play. Got him. Woo! Trevor Gutting threw it in the dirt down to first base. And who's over there at first now? Is that still Joey Davis? No, it was Lucas Ludke
Now batting
over there at first. Digs that
the
out.
center fielder, number 3, Carter Chill.
Nice job. K, and then a 2-3 second out of the inning. Tries to lay down a bunt, fouls it away. I got to get up here, caught up on my outs. 2 outs. There we go. 2 down. We are in the top of the 8th. Charlie Griffin throwing nice. We're at top of the order. Carter Chell. Carter's looking for his first hit tonight. 0 for 4. Little comebacker. On to first, and that one's low, but dug out as well by Lucas Ludke, and that will do it for the Bucs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Anoka
That'll do it
Bucs
for the
5,
Bucs in the top of inning 8. Nice job by Charlie Griffin fielding his position. It goes 1-3 if you're scoring along at home for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 7.5 innings of play, it's still Fish 5, Anoka Bucs 4. Jason Hunt. Unless there's another pinch hitter, which I think there might be, and then back to the top of the order.
Leading off for the Fish in the bottom of the 8th inning, the catcher, number 21, Trevor Gooding.
Stone cold, Trevor Gooding. Gooding lays down a peach. Going to be a close play and just gets him. Nice play by Carter Chell on the bump to go retrieve that on a really nice bunt by Trevor Gooding.
Next up for the Fish, the left fielder, number 4, Jason Hunt.
Jason Hunt now in the box. Jason walked his last time up. So, yeah, Carter Chell doing a real nice job getting off the bump and fielding that fine bunt off the bat of Trevor Gooding, and then throws a strike over to his first baseman to retire Trevor for out number 1. Swings through that. Now we're at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th we are. 5-4 Fish. I don't know if the Fish are going to bring out a closer or what's the deal. Or just let Charlie Griffin finish it out. Slinging it up there is Carter Chell. Little sidewinder. I might give you this view, I guess, right there. It's kind of fun, too. Let's do this for you. Grounder right side, fielded. And first baseman will take it himself for out number 2. Nice job over there by Logan Piero for out number 2, retiring Jason Hunt.
Fish, the third baseman, number 24, Brian Giebel.
Back to the top of the order we go to Brian Giebel. Chopper slowly hit left side, gathered onto first. Got him by 5 steps. Whew. Once again, Carter Chell is hopping off that mound and retiring Brian Giebel. That's 2 of them that inning for Chell, getting off the mound like that and making a nice play over to his first baseman. Pretty. Fish go 3 up, 3 down, and no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 8 in the books here from First National Bank in River Falls Field, it's still Fish 5. Anoka 4. We go to the 9th. See if the Fish can close this thing down. If you're wondering where we're at in the order with the Anoka Bucs, they're in the meat of the order. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Charlie Griffin will get the rock one more time and see if he can shut him down. J.D. Wells, Trent Fredenberg, and Billy Herdzina is who I have in my bingo card. See if that's who they bring to the plate.
Leading off for the Anoka Bucs in the top of the 9th inning, number 22, the second baseman, J.D. Wells.
J.D. Wells, he's got a hit tonight. He is 1 for 4. Charlie Griffin misses away there. 1 ball and no strikes. Fouled away. Griffin stares in. Has what he likes from Trevor Gooding. Rocks, and here it comes. That's low. 2-1. Boy, what a ball game. 5-4. Nice game tonight. Charlie Griffin trying to close the door. There is some action now in the Fish bullpen. The 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Check swing. He did not go. Now it's 3-1. Trent Fredenberg waits on deck. Again, we're at 2 spot in the order. Fredenberg is due up next. Has had a double tonight. He's 2 for 4. The 3-1. There's one on the corner. Now it's 3-2. Umpire calls J.D. Wells back and says, come back and have another one. Griffin stares in. Here it comes. Grounder, left side. Gable, nice play. Across the field, dug out and got him. Nice play. Brian Gable. And a nice dig out on the far side by Lucas Lutke. They get it on and retire. Wells for out number 1. Pretty.
After the great play by Gable, time for the shortstop, number 5, Trent Fredenberg.
Gable gobbles there. And then Lutke with a great scoop. On a hot summer night, he gets himself a scoop. Charlie Griffin just misses there on Trent Fredenberg. Like I said, Fredenberg's he's 1 for 4 tonight. He has himself a double back in the 5th. One in the bucket. On a fine defensive effort. That's high and tight. Once again, Griffin stares in. The 2-ball pitch on its way. Whew! Nice healthy hack there by Trent Fredenberg. Follows it straight back to the screen. Now we're over 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. There's 1 out. Charlie Griffin trying to close the door. Swings through that, and a nice fastball at the knees. It's now 2-2. We're at the 3 spot in the order, so nothing easy here for the Fish. Griffin stares in confidently. He's got what he likes from Trevor Gutting. Here it comes, the 2-2. Gets away. Now we go to 3-2. Yeah, I'll be fixing that camera this week if I get time. I need to scooch that over to the left. That sounds a lot easier than it really is. It's up on a pole. I have a 10-foot step ladder, and that only gets me close. I got to reach up. I got it kind of MacGyvered up there with some string and bungee cords. But, hey, it can be done. You just finding the time and then somebody to sit up here and kind of tell me right, left, high, or low, and it's not going to be my wife because she doesn't like that duty. The full count pitch fouled away, and Mr. Fredenberg will live for another pitch. Every time I say I'm going to the ballpark to adjust the cameras, my wife gets real busy real fast, and she says, nah, I don't really want to do that. Maybe I could get Greg Peters to come out with me someday and adjust the camera. The 3-2 in the dirt gets by the catcher. On down to first. Scampers Fredenberg, now 1 out walk.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4, Billy Hertzema.
This isn't bad either, though. Guys get kind of spoiled. They can just go here. There's your tying run over there at first with 1 out. Just missed. We're at the 4-hole hitter, Billy Hertzema. Billy's got himself a hit today. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. 1 for 2 with 2 walks. 1 for 2 with 2 walks is Billy Herdzina, the third baseman and 4-hole hitter. Out to his lead is Trent Fredenberg. The pitch. Chopper, left side. Giebel to second for 1. Throws it into right field. And now we got to play at third. And nothing doing. Bummer. That's going to be an E5. Boy, he fielded that and just threw it, spiked it past the second baseman and threw it into right field.
17, Logan Pierro.
Josh Idem out to have a word. That's going to go as an E5. Runners now are at the corners with 1 out. Yeah, they were going to get the 1 out there and make it 2 outs with a runner at first, but now it's runners at the corners with just 1 out. And the Anoka Bucs are in business. Looks like a pitching change here, Greg. Number 16, I believe, Greg. Yes, it is.
Now pitching for the Fighting Pitch, number 16, Jake Lindsay.
Jake Lindsay now in relief of Charlie Griffin. See if Jake can shut the door. Shut the front door for Jake Lindsay maybe here. Let's see. First one is just a bit outside. Jake Lindsay got a little giddy up on that fastball. See if he can find the strike zone. He'll be facing Logan Pierro. Popping the leather. Jugs Gun had that second pitch at 86, Greg. Oh, yeah. Jake Lindsay bringing it. Hey, glad you tuned in. I'm Kevin Westhouse here. We're in the top of the 9th. Fish have a 1-run lead. The Anoka Bucs now have runners at the corners, though, with 1 out. Jake Lindsay trying to close the door. The pitch. Popping the leather, but that's high. Ball 1. He's facing Logan Pierro. Logan is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, and walked in the 7th. The pitch. Swings through that, high gas. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There you are, runners at the corners for Anoka. The pitch. That's high, 2-1. Follow through. You got to follow. Pull the shutter, Greg. Someone yell out to Jake, pull the shutter. Follow through a little bit more. 2-1. There it is. Now it's 3-1. That one just inside. Casey Van Crevellen on deck. Hey, how about a comebacker? The pitch. It's fouled straight back, and now we're at a full count. Anoka's got runners at the corners, and Jake Lindsay and the Fish have their hands full. Lindsay from the belt. Here it comes. Strike 3 looking. To the approval of the home crowd. And there are now 2 down.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Casey Van Crevelen.
Van Crevelen now with 2 outs and runners at the corners. And Lindsay trying to shut the door. Fouled. That's fouled up over the grandstand area. And Van Crevelen says, geez, I like that one. He wants that one again. But fouled it away, harmlessly away. And Jake Lindsay works ahead 0-1. No balls and a strike. Getting exciting here at the bank. First National Bank of River Falls Field. The pitch. That's high. Now it's 1-1. Pretty good giddy up on Jake Lindsay's fastball.
To the Fish dugout. Come up to the press box for your free ice cream cone from Mimi's Creamery and Cookies.
2 down. 2 in the bucket. The pitch. Fly to center. Back on it. All over it like a pack of dogs on a 3-legged cat is Mitchell Fireeisen, and that will do it. Fish win. Fish win. Fish win. And that'll do it. Jake Lindsay comes in and shuts the door, and the Fish get the win.
Gentlemen, there's your final score for tonight. Fighting Fish 5, Anoka Bucs 4.
There's your final. Fish 5, Anoka 4.
And please drive home safely.
Everybody's tipping the caps. No handshakes in the COVID-19 era. And that'll do it. Jake Lindsay comes in and does a fine job there. You know what's beautiful right now, Greg? Nobody has to rake the field. There are no lawn tractors being started. Wow. What a nice ball game. Crisply done. Real nice, folks. I'm trying to think who got the win there. That might have been Charlie Griffin, I think, is going to get the W tonight. He came in when they were behind. The Fish went ahead when he was in. So Charlie Griffin with a win and Jake Lindsay with a save. Final line tonight, your River Falls Fighting Fish. They get 5 runs on 7 hits. They had 4 errors. The Anoka Bucs had 4 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. And that is your line tonight. Jake Lindsay with the save. Charlie Griffin with the win. Nice job by Weston Lombard, who is your starting pitcher. Offensively tonight, Brian Giebel with a couple hits. Trey Larson with a couple hits. They were your 2-hit leaders tonight. Lucas Ludke with a big hit there in the 7th as well. So anyway, there's your line tonight. Fish win. First game out of the chute. Thanks for joining us tonight. And that's what I have for you. So on behalf of the First National Bank of River Falls Field, the River Falls Fighting Fish Baseball Club, I'm Kevin Westhouse saying thanks for joining us, everybody. Watch the YouTube channel for the next live broadcast. It won't be tomorrow, but probably next week. Thank you. Hey, live sports are back. Glad you were here to share it with me tonight on a fine baseball game from First National Bank of River Falls Field. Until next time, everybody, good night.